a lot has been going on lately, and I'm trying to think. I think it's been about 2 months since the last time we had a sit-down video with you guys and just chatted, and a lot has happened in that time. First and foremost, I'll just go ahead and say the biggest thing that's happened. I am pregnant. So I found out I was pregnant about 2.5 months ago. I'm coming up on the 3rd month this week. So I am super excited. We're very thrilled to be welcoming our 5th baby girl, or oh my gosh, it might be a girl because I said that. Our 5th child into this world. We do not know what it is yet. We're actually waiting until the baby's born to find out what we're having. And so in this video, I'm just going to kind of chat about some of my pregnancy and then sprinkle in a couple other random things. So if this is a video that you're interested in, go ahead and grab your favorite drink and join me for a little bit of a girl chat. So if you're a guy, this is probably the part where you just want to tune out, but I assume that most of my audience is women, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. So this is my 5th pregnancy. My first 3 were boys, and they were all vaguely similar as far as like symptoms and everything. I didn't have a ton of nausea in the very beginning of my pregnancy with any of the boys. I did wake up feeling nauseous, needing to dry heave in the morning when I brushed my teeth, and then that sensation went away. And then mainly I just felt tired, exhausted, and fatigued. But mainly that was like the extent of my sickness in my boys' pregnancies. And now that I have a daughter, I'm able to compare that pregnancy to what the boys' pregnancy was like, even though I know that every single pregnancy could be totally different from one another. Being that all 3 of my boy pregnancies were very similar and my girl pregnancy has been very similar to this one, because of that reason, am leaning towards the possibility of this one being a girl. I don't know, but I'm hoping that it's a girl. Obviously, I'll love it either way, but if it was a girl, I'd be ecstatic because that means Victoria will have a little sister, and that's super cute. Okay, so I have my notes here on my phone. So some of the things that I noticed right away was obviously the hormones in my body were going crazy, and I was having extreme mood swings, which I'm a pretty moody person. So this probably wasn't that much more noticeable by my husband if you ask him, but I definitely noticed that my patience with like the kids and just everyday things, tasks, the house, was a little bit short. So increased mood swings for sure, exhaustion, and then nausea from the moment I wake up to the moment I lay down. And so now that I'll be 12 weeks in about 4 days. So now my nausea is kind of like warding off a little bit, but it was so bad. And the most frustrating thing for me at least, and I don't know, because I've never been the woman that's thrown up like all throughout pregnancy. So I know that that's very difficult. But for me, one of the most frustrating things is to feel constantly like you have to be sick, but it just doesn't come out. And you just have that sitting stomach ache. It's torture. It really is. And so that's what I've mainly had, is just extreme nausea and fatigue, also feeling incredibly hungry, but only being able to eat the things that normally I would have zero interest in. So in my first trimester, this pregnancy and my last pregnancy, they were very similar in the fact that I usually don't eat a ton of fast food or like things that are greasy or junk food-ish. I have my occasional like whims of wanting to get those things, but usually it's not something that's totally in my diet. But I remember with Victoria, my 4th, that I just wanted like cheesy nachos all the time. I wanted ice cream. I wanted cheeseburgers, French fries, all of the junk food, pizza. And so with this one, that is all I've been wanting to eat, is just like cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers have been like my go-to. I live 45 minutes from town, and I have driven all the way into town just to get a cheeseburger because that was the only thing that sounded good to me, and I got it. And it literally, I don't know how this works, but cheeseburger is not good for you. It's greasy. It's got all this junk, but it settled my stomach. It was the only thing that settled my stomach. So if you were in your first trimester, if you're in your first trimester and that's something that you're struggling with, just give yourself grace. Do whatever is going to get you through that moment, because you're just in survival mode. Like, you are just wanting to get, through it. And if you want a cheeseburger or a big greasy whatever sounds good to you, do it, because food aversions are a real deal. I know a lot of people think it's silly that, you could totally not want something that you loved, but it really happens, okay? Another thing that I have been able to have is my coffee. I am a big coffee drinker. I drink like 2, sometimes 3 cups a day. And so I have not been able to have coffee for about 3 months. I have, however, the last few days, I think like 3 days now, I've been able to have at least a cup in the morning. So that is like a big deal, because that obviously gives me a boost to help me get going. And that is something that I am loving to have now that I'm entering my second trimester. Is a little more energy. So that is definitely a plus for me. We interrupt this video for a check-in.
DVD. Check-in.
What did you go get?
Ice cream and a movie for movie night. Good family movie, The Wild Stallion.
Yeah, Wild Stallion. What is that? Is this like an old dad movie?
No, it's a good movie for the kids.
The store.
And popcorn and pickles.
Oh, is that my pickle?
Nope.
And chocolate syrup.
You didn't want one, you said.
You didn't give me a pickle. Yes, you did. You got me a pickle. You better have gotten me a pickle. You really didn't give me a pickle?
Here you go.
Kyle.
We have pickles in there.
You got me a pickle.
Stop. We have pickles in there.
Wow, worst husband of the year. You didn't get
You said you didn't want
You didn't get your pregnant wife a pickle.
Hey.
Okay, well, I hope you
hate
Babe, stop it.
What?
I hope you enjoy your movie. I told them I was pregnant.
She's mean.
You're what?
I'm pregnant.
Mean.
Are you kidding?
Shut up. Okay, so now we're super close. Okay, I changed the camera setting in case you noticed. Anyway, so I think the last thing I was talking about was my pregnancy symptoms. So those have been my first trimester pregnancy symptoms, and I was just getting through it. It was tough and difficult, but I am incredibly grateful for this pregnancy, and I'm very excited to welcome another baby. And yeah, I'm just so excited to have 5 babies. Never thought. Anyway, okay, so what else? So I'm pregnant, everyone's healthy, we're doing great. Our garden is growing in abundance. We have cucumbers and okra and watermelon coming out of our ears. We're going to learn how to pickle those things. I just keep forgetting to get the jars every time I go to the store. But hopefully one day I will remember, and we will pickle some cucumbers and okra, and we'll take you guys along for that. We've never done it before, so if you have any tried and true tricks, please let us know in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate it.
It's too spicy.
You don't like it? It's too spicy? Oh man, that is a really spicy pickle, Luca. So that's what's been going on with us, and I'm also looking forward to doing a lot more content on homeschool. We are on our one month break. So if you don't know, I homeschool 3 of my children. I have a 10-year-old, an almost 8-year-old, and a almost 4-year-old. So I homeschool those grades and ages. And also we homeschool year round. So we start probably around January, and then we kind of end closer to November. And then we do like a 6 to 8 week break in between our school year. But we do a 1 month break in between our school year, like so halfway through our school year. If you want to call it like a summer break, we do a summer break. And so that is what we're on now. And we actually start in a few more days, and it's just 4 weeks off. And then every 4 weeks, so every month, I take 1 week off, and that's kind of like our little break, just to kind of keep with the calendar and how we do things. So a lot more homeschool content coming your way. If you like content like this, where I'm sitting down chatting with you guys, let me know in the comments down below, and I can make more one-on-one sit-down videos like this. It's not totally my thing, because it's kind of awkward staring into the camera and talking to it and trying to find words to say. But if this is something that you guys like, and you have questions about what we're doing here on our homestead and homeschool and all the things that we talk about here on this channel, then please let me know. I'd be happy to sit down and chat with you about them. I also plan on doing monthly vlogs of my pregnancy, and just, sit downs of what's going on with my pregnancy. I never did that in the past, and I love watching those videos, especially when I'm pregnant, because they're just so relatable, and it makes you feel like you have a friend who's pregnant. So I'm your pregnant friend, and if you are pregnant too, that's super cool. Let me know in the comments. I would love to pray for you and keep you in our family prayers. So yeah, be on the lookout. Once a month, I would love to put a video out and just kind of chat about what's going on with my pregnancy. Okay, you guys, that is it for this video. Just a short, brief, sit down, catch up on life type of video. If you're new here, I think I already said this, but my name is Heather, and I would be happy to have you as a subscriber. I don't know why that's always such a hard thing for me to say. It's such a tongue twister. I would love to have you as a subscriber. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the bell notifications. That way you can be notified anytime I put a new video out. And until next time, I will see you guys then. Bye. God bless.